Well, Bobby, Pittsburgh Steelers coming up, big challenge, and doing it without your offensive leader, Russell Wilson. Have you guys on defense talked any about you having to carry a little more load with Russell being out?
We had a little bit of conversation, but I think a lot of the conversation was around us performing the way that we need to perform. And I think, not having Russell, it makes that a little bit more important because we want to come out there and execute and take a little pressure off of Geno. So we definitely had conversations about, what we need to do for this team to be successful while Russell is out.
And you mentioned Geno as a leader and one of the veteran guys. Have you talked to Geno at all about what you're looking for from him this week?
We had a little bit of a conversation, but I think the biggest thing is everybody around the building has watched Geno prepare, even while Russell was the quarterback. So we're really confident in him, and we watched. If you watched him prepare, like you wouldn't know that he's the backup quarterback. He prepares like he's a starter. So we're excited that he has this opportunity to kind of put that on display.
It's been a difficult year for you guys, a difficult start on defense, and I know you're not really used to that. When we think of Seattle, we think of Legion of Boom and you guys kind of carrying things. What's it been like for you as one of the elder statesmen now, playing with younger guys on defense and maybe not playing up to your Seattle standards so far?
It's been an adjustment. It's definitely been an adjustment, but I feel like, we have the talent, we have the guys, we just have to put it together. And it was similar to last year. We were off to a slow start, but once we got going, we were able to execute at a high level. And so, I think we wanted to avoid that this year, but unfortunately we haven't. But, I'm confident that we can turn it around. All we got to do is execute, communicate, be on the same page, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. Last year you mentioned, and what really happened, do you think, last year where it just kind of clicked in the second half of the year, you guys really played at a different level?
I think we just started playing together. I think guys kind of started accepting their role and finding their places to make plays, and we just made plays. And from Jamal, Diggs, myself, D-line, everybody just started to click, and that's what we have to find. We have to find that space where everybody's playing at a high level together. Not one guy's playing good, the other guy's playing a certain way. So I'm confident in our guys. I'm confident that we'll find it, and this is an important time for us to do that.
As one of the defensive leaders, has there been anything that you've been able to do around the meeting rooms at practice, just with guys individually, to kind of help spur that on?
I think it's just, having conversations with guys, each play, having got conversations, outside of the football field. I think it's just, we got to be on the same page and we got to be connected. I think a lot of that is just communication, where I think it falls on the leaders, shoulder, which is my shoulders, and, just been communicating a lot more and making sure that, we don't have any mistakes that we can avoid.
Yeah. Looking at this Pittsburgh offense, what do you see and what do you feel like, hey, going in there, this is what we've got to take away?
Obviously Big Ben's Big Ben. I think, he gets a lot of flack sometimes, but, he still has a great arm, still makes good decisions. He's a great in this league. And so we have to respect his game for sure. And I think their last game, they were able to find, their running game a little bit. So, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to reestablish that a little bit, take a little bit of pressure off Big Ben, and then allow him to do his thing. So, we have to make them one-dimensional. We can't let them come in here and kind of pick their poison. So, it all starts with the stopping the run game, and then, creating a little havoc for Big Ben in that pass game.
Right. Well, I'd like to switch gears a little bit and talk to you about your involvement with the HBCU Legacy Bowl. How did that come about for you? Because you're not an HBCU grad.
Yeah, I think it just came about with just all the work that I was doing off the field with HBCUs and just being involved. And like you said, I wasn't someone who knew about it early on when I was a young guy. I didn't know about HBCUs until I got older. And, I think that if I would have knew about it, my decision might have been different. But, I think it came from that, all the work that I was doing from the HBCU Foundation, helping them out. I started doing some work with the HBCU VC recently to try to help establish the business side of that. And, you know, they kind of reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to get involved in that. And, you know, I thought it was perfect because I think even on the football side, there's not as much access and not as much awareness around everything that they got going. And so any way that I can help, I try to find a way to help.
Was there any one thing that kind of clicked your interest, or what kind of sparked that? Hey, you know, historically black colleges and universities, man, there's something there for me.
I think it was just like my education, you know, as I started to learn more and realized that there wasn't as much access, there wasn't as much opportunity. And I just thought to myself, you know, I didn't go to HBCU, doesn't mean I can't help. And so I think that was the main thing. I just wanted to find a way to help and see if I can, you know, move the needle forward as much as I can and do my part.
Tell us about the Legacy Bowl and what is that all about and what's your role in that?
Man, I think it's a great opportunity for HBCU football athletes to put their talents on display. I think it's important because, you know, I think last year, I don't think anybody got drafted from my knowledge. And so it's just providing more exposure, more access, more opportunity for them to be seen because they have amazing players. They just don't always get the exposures because they don't go to the big schools. So they're not on ESPN and not on NBC and not on these big time programs for them to be seen. So it's an opportunity for them to be seen and showcase their talents and hopefully change that number and increase that number this year.
So this bowl game, if you could just tell the audience what takes place or exactly what this is supposed to do to give these guys a chance to show their talents.
It's going to be a game where we take all the top athletes from HBCU colleges across the world, and they come out and, you know, just have it's basically like a bowl game or basically like an all-star game for them to come out and show their talents. And so it's an opportunity for them to come out, play a football game and have some fun. And it's going to be a lot of eyes on them. And I think they enjoy that. And it's going to be a fun time for them.
Yeah. Well, I thank you very much for supporting this. I played with a lot of guys in my old Steeler roots that were from historically black colleges and universities. They were a huge part of our team and a huge part of the league. And it'll be great to help kind of resupply that in the future. So I thank you for what you're doing and thank you for your leadership with the Seahawks.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
All right, Bobby, thanks for joining us. Good luck Sunday night. Can't wait to watch you guys play.
Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.